Hello, everybody. There we are. I'm just trying to pull comments up here on my iPad. Give me 1 second. I actually got a notification, so that's nice. Hi, Anna. Okay, I have a little bit of weird lighting going on here. How is everybody? If you are catching this on YouTube, I am not live anymore, but you can leave a comment in the comment section below, and then on the very bottom of the video, you'll be able to scroll through and see where, like if you just want to skip to the project, there's a little chapter bar and you can just click where you want to go, which is super nice, right? So let's do a little catching up here while people are popping on. Hi, Susan. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. We're going to make a Christmas card. It's going to be a really fun, simple Christmas card. And I'm going to do some heat embossing and show you guys that. I'm going to do it on black cardstock and see how well that goes. Sometimes heat embossing on black cardstock doesn't always go well. Hi, Laura. Hi, Debbie. So let's do a couple updates. I sent out an email this morning for the adhesive sale that I have happening. I need to wrap that up so I can get all the adhesive ordered and then sent out to everybody. So if you want to save some money and stock up on some adhesive, you can do that. That is happening this month. I have card kits going out to people. I sent out a ton at the end of last week, and I have 2 that I'm dropping in the mail today. So if you've placed an order with me of $35 or more, I will send out my favorite card kit of the month, and it's a super cute card kit. You just get to get it and put it together. You can use any sentiment or any stamps you have on hand. I try to keep it really, really simple so that you don't have to worry about purchasing a stamp set to create the kit. You can use what you have on hand. So those are going out. Again, I have 2 that need to go out today. I just needed to grab more stamps, and so I'll drop those in the mail. And then I think that next week, depending on what I get done this week, I think next week I'm going to take all of next week off. So there won't be any blog posts or any lives. My mom is visiting from out of state, and the kids, they're sort of out of school. Well, you guys, it's 2020, right? So I'm going to say they're sort of out of school and they're sort of not. We pulled Andrew out of school and told this school to take a hike, basically, that he was starting winter break this week because he's just struggling so much. And we went back to distant learning starting this week because of garbage. I'm going to leave it at that, because of a bunch of garbage. So we pulled him out of school and said, we're done. We're starting winter break. Violet is going to school normal. She's going 4 days this week, and then winter break starts. And can we all just stand up and shout at the top of our lungs for winter break and not dealing with school and having a minute to gather ourselves? Hi, Janet and Cindy. Thanks for coming by and watching the video today. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I think next week I need a minute. Juggling all of this stuff and the school stuff, particularly the last couple weeks, has been a little bit hard, and I'm struggling a tiny bit. So I just think that next week it'll be fun. All the kids will be home. There will be no school, no homework, no work from home stuff. And we're going to do gingerbread houses and just hang out. So I think that probably next week I will be MIA for a little bit, taking a little break. But then the week of Christmas, I will be back. I know it's Christmas and you guys will be busy, but I like to have content up for when you have a minute to sit around and have a cup of hot cocoa or coffee or eggnog and you want to pop on and see something crafty. I will be sharing a whole bunch of new products from the new catalog. So we're all caught up now, right? So let's go ahead and dive in and get to the creating part. I have this stamp set right here. This is Joyful Holly, and it is a photopolymer stamp. And then you have the holly here, and then this stamp will fill this in. So you don't even have to color. right? That's pretty amazing. I love that idea. And so we're just going to be using the outline, and we're going to do some heat embossing. So this is going to be a really simple card. I'm starting with a piece of basic black cardstock, and I feel like you can see it pretty well, even though it's a black cardstock on my black mat. I think that we're going to be okay. So this is the basic black cardstock from Stampin' Up. I'm doing a top fold card, okay? And then I have a couple layers here. So I have some of the brushed metal cardstock, brushed metallic, not brushed metal, brushed metallic cardstock. This is a really fun cardstock, and it almost looks like, when you look at it, it almost looks like it has like a texture on it, even though it doesn't. Now this is retiring at the end of the month, so I've bought a couple packs just to have on hand, just to wrap up some projects. And I kind of always like to do that with my glimmer paper, or I think that we should maybe heat bossing first on this. To finish up some products or have it on hand. I do that with the glimmer paper as well. So the blue glimmer paper that we have in the catalog, and then this in the holiday, they're retiring. So make sure you have those on hand. So I guess we're going to start with the heat embossing. I feel like that's going to be the best thing to do. So we have our piece here, and what I want to do, I'm going to grab gold. I'm going to grab my Versamark. I'm going to grab my snappy tray. This tray, I get questions about it. I got it on Amazon several years ago. The last time I tried to link it, let me just show you. It has a website down here. I've never actually got it from the actual website. I just got it on Amazon. It snaps together. So you can see, I just keep mine snapped together, and then it has this funnel, and I just keep all of my Versamark ink pads and my, I just keep all this stuff in this tray, and then I pull it out when I want to use it. I'm not too particular. You guys know, like, I'm not really particular when it comes to, like, if you look in my gold embossing powder, you can kind of see, like, some rainbow glimmers embossing powder. I'm not terribly careful when it comes to this kind of stuff. I feel like I just craft. Like, I'm not particular when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I love the tray, and we're going to use that. And then I think, I'm wondering if I use my powder tool on here, it's going to like discolor the black. It'll like make it a little bit, it'll look like chalkboardy. I don't really want that look, but I also want to make sure that, well, let's just do it. And I'll try to just get that off of there. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to use this. This is the first time I've used this season, and what I'm realizing is I have several stamp sets I've never even gotten to this season, which is a little heartbreaking. So here's the two. Okay, so you could do it this way in each corner. That wasn't my original plan, but you know what? I think that's what I'm going to go with. My original plan, my original idea was to just put this like this and then the sentiment coming off of it. But with the way that these are designed, we can do it like this and it'll frame it. So how about we do that? Hey, Elizabeth. Let me get my block. Will this fit? I think I'm going to need my big block. Okay. All right, I'm going to try this, you guys. Okay, so this is just a sticky ink. It's a clear sticky ink. You can use this for like a tone-on-tone look if you wanted, or it works great for heat embossing. So we're going to put this down here. I'm always very nervous when working with Versamark. I always feel like it's going to dry, but apparently it stays wet a pretty long time. So we're gonna hope so. Okay, and then we'll put this on there. And then I should have had this open already, but I'm just gonna open this and then I'm gonna dump it on here because I'm getting nervous that everything's drying. Okay. Oh man, did you guys see that? I just flicked it everywhere. Ugh, dang it. Oh well. It's totally fine. Okay, so now if you need to clean it up, you can by just using a dry brush. I think it's okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat set this. So we're gonna take our heat tool. See that big mess? I'm bummed I did that. Let's just get this out of my way. I might be able to pick that up with cardstock and put it back in. See, I'm not too particular. Yeah, let's just get that so it's not everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna let the heat tool heat up. So that it's really very hot when we put it on our cardstock, so it doesn't warp the cardstock. Okay, and then I'm gonna go from behind first, and then on top. And this is gonna melt. See how fast that's melting? It's very hot. But look at that magic. This is working really well on black cardstock. So I feel like my white embossing powder never looks right on black cardstock. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is just with my hand wipe off, and the oils from my hands should be able to wipe off that white powder. Okay, so then what we're gonna do, I think that came out really pretty. Okay, so now, so this is cut, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is 3 3/4 by 5. So I just took a 1/4 inch off each layer. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And then this is all powdery, so I am gonna clean this up because I can't stand it. I can't stand that feel. Okay. So, and then we'll just let that dry for a minute. And then the embossing powder will clean up really easy. You just wipe it up and it'll clean up really, really easy. Okay, so let me just dry this. Pretty good, right? Okay, now let's bring our stuff back over here. So now let's attach these 2 layers. I'm gonna use my Seal Plus because it's a really strong adhesive and I want this to really stick down to this metallic, and it's gonna be a little bit lighter. Can you guys see that it's a little bit lighter than gold? Hey Kathy. Okay, so then now this can go on here, and you could pop this up if you want. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lay it flat, and again I'm gonna put a lot of extreme adhesive on here. I tend to use a lot of adhesive. It's something that I'm really willing to use a lot of so that everything stays together. And that embossing turned out beautiful. Okay, so now I have a couple things here and I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. So I have this gold circle, and I guess it would totally It would totally work because of the gold embossing powder. It's a little bit more gold than the metallic cardstock that I used. And then my plan was either to layer these two together like this, which I actually think I might do. Or I have this little strip that I thought, well, I could do that too. But I think the gold circle is going to work with the gold embossing powder. I wasn't sure if this, because it's different than this, would look very good. But now that I also wasn't planning on doing this. When I planned the card, I wasn't planning on doing both like this. But I think the circle looks really good in that. So let's do our sentiment. And we can do that from the stamp set as well. I think either one of these will fit on here. But I think this joyful... Let's see, it says, a joyful Christmas to you and yours. So let's go ahead and I am going to, let's heat emboss again. And it'll be even more gold to match. Let's press that down. This is from the Stitched Nestled dies. That's what this die cut is from. Okay. And I'm going to take a pair of tweezers to do this one because it's so tiny. Okay, so let's grab the heat tool. And again, we'll let it heat up. And then let's melt this. Heat embossing is one of my favorite techniques. I really love it. Okay. So then let's layer this on. It's crooked. Ugh, I didn't realize that. Well, I mean, it is handmade. It's not from Hallmark, so... Right? So let's layer this in the center of the circle. And I don't know that I love that. That's the only thing. I don't know that I love these two things layered together. I think maybe does it look funny? And then let's add some... Okay. Okay. Let's put that right in the middle. These you could do a lot of very quickly if you needed last minute card ideas. You could totally do a lot of these pretty quickly. Okay. So now I'm going to add a piece of Whisper White into this, and I don't need as much adhesive. Okay, just like that. And then we have one more thing to do. So I dug in my drawer and pulled out, and I think actually this might be the wrong one. I have this little container. Yeah, it is. Let's do, oh, maybe I don't have any Christmas stickles. These are my bigger, oh, I do, right here. This is this the Christmas color? I don't see it on here. This is burgundy. I've had these for so many years, you guys. Yeah, I think this is the more Christmassy color. Kayla tends to still use these quite a bit. But what I want to do, and let's just Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Oh, see, it was good. It was coming out, and then it's always good to do a test. I don't have anything thin enough to... Oh man, got that right on my... That's what I was trying to avoid. There we go. Okay, so then I'm just gonna put this red, it's just red glitter glue. Stampin' Up! Had some of this a few years ago. This is from Ranger, so you can get it. You can get it at craft stores or in, probably on Amazon, anything like that. You could probably get it. It's just called Stickles. And it's just glitter glue. And so I'm putting quite a bit. I'm making these quite thick on here. So it's going to take a little bit of time to dry, but I think it gives it exactly the right amount of and here we go. I think that turned out beautiful. And I don't even think that it needs any bling. I think that the red stickles will be perfect. So there is our card for today. I'll take a photo of this and I will pop it up on, I'll pop a picture up. But that is a quick card for you guys today. I really love the embossing. I think it's a great way to use this stamp. If you want to use all of the stamp, and again, this one's retiring at the end of the month too. And this is one I will keep. It reminds me of my grandma. She loved holly, and holly around this time of the year, you know, Christmas holly always reminds me of my grandma. So the thing that you can do with this stamp set, which I really like, is let's just, I think I like these two greens as Christmas stuff. So what you can do, so we'll stamp this down with the garden green, which is so beautiful. And then I'll clean this in just a minute. But then we just find this is it. So we'll put that on the block and then we'll use Old Olive. And we'll use this one. You could use your Stamparatus or your Misty if you wanted to make sure it was perfect. I don't know how perfectly I got this stamped, but we'll see in just a minute. Well, not too bad if I do say so myself. So you don't even have to color this if you didn't want. And then you guys know I always go in with my Wink Stella and add a little bit of glimmer, and then also the Wink Stella will reactivate the ink, and so what happens is it kind of fills it in and makes it a little bit smoother, but then you get the glitter. So this is a beautiful stamp set. This is the Joyful Holly, and again, I'll keep this forever. I love it. And then it even has the berries. So if you wanted to, I don't know that I would use that. I don't know that I would actually stamp the berries because I feel like it's really simple to color them or add like the glitter to it. I think like that is an easier way to do those, but it is beautiful, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed crafting with me. I am going to let you guys go and clean up my mess because I have lots to get done today. I we'll take a picture of this and pop it up for you guys so that you can see it. And then also a supply list. And then don't forget about the adhesive sale that I have happening right now. If you want to stock up on adhesive for the next couple months, it is a fine time to do that. And the clearance rack has been updated, and the end of the year closeout is still happening. So if you missed that sale last week or missed the clearance rack, you can check that out. And there's still some really phenomenal things on there. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and I will catch you in my blog posts. And I am hoping to do my first YouTube live this Friday. So if you are subscribe to my channel over on YouTube, hopefully I will be live on Friday. I need to work up enough courage to go live on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but I feel very nervous about it. And I'm struggling a little bit with going live. So anyways, guys, thanks so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.